Hi, this is Linda from So Sweet Crafts by Linda. I've got two journals to show you today. I'll show you this one first. These are made from antique readers. Every year my sister and I get together. I travel to her house and we go on a power shopping spree for 2 weeks. And this is a result of one of them. This ribbon is from Monahan Papers, and it is hand marbled ribbon. This is a New Franklin third reader. I was not, this one I could save pieces of the spine, but it was falling apart. But I used the original covers. I put brass corners on them because they were pretty well torn up. And I used a lot of the pages from the primer inside the book. This one is 4 3/4 by 7 1/2. The spine is 1.5 inches thick. It's reinforced inside with cardstock and with fabric. It has 3 signatures, and it has 74 pages with 148 sides. Has the brass corners, and it has wooden beads on all the signature tie-ins. This book is pretty fragile. I've used a lot of the actual pages in the book. I've reinforced some of them on cardstock. But most of this book is genuine ephemera. I'll tell you what is and what isn't. This is not a book that you want to throw in your purse because it won't hold up. It's pretty good for writing and for photographs, but the edges of the pages are fairly fragile. So this one flips out. This is the actual page from the book. I've put a flap on here. This is antique lace. There's Tim Holtz Kids. There's a little pocket here with an alphabet. This is from Graphics Fairy. So it's not old. This is old. This is a page from the book. This is from the book. I've made a couple pockets here. This is some of my antique ledger paper, and I've backed it on cardstock. And this is another page of my in my antique ledger. It has a page number on it. And this is some of the marbled ribbon. This is some of the ledger that it's too fragile to, this is a different ledger, but this is too fragile to make into pages, so I made it onto the tag. I put it onto the tag, sorry. Coffee dyed paper. I use Hammermill acid-free paper, and I put baking soda in my coffee dyeing so that you can put your pictures in it. This is from an old geography book. It's called In the Beginning. My pockets I made from antique wallpaper, and I backed it onto cardstock because it's also fragile. This has the Made in USA on it, and I put a label on there. These labels are from Tracy Fox. There's a tag, and here's a Rolodex card. This is from a kit. I don't remember who that one was from. This is an old dictionary page, and over the top of it is a page from the third reader. Here's a belly band with a dyed card and a little writing space. There's a little Tim Holtz doggy and some old music paper. My images are from Mrs. Cog, Children's Reading. Here's some more antique wallpaper. It says USA. A page from the Reader. This is about Coco the pony. This is a tag. It's got the old geography book page on it. The geography book, the page was really too brittle to use as a page. Some old music paper. This is from the Graphics Fairy. Oh, no, it's not. This is from a book. This is some of my old ledger. This is from the Third Reader book. This is an envelope. There's nothing in it. A postcard. Some ledger paper. This, I believe, is from the Graphics Fairy. It's a standard penmanship paper. As I said, my ties have wooden beads on them, and there's a little coffee dyed. What are these called? I can't remember. But there it is. Some old piano paper, some more old wallpaper. I used some in gray and some in brown. This has the one-hand deaf and dumb alphabet. Another tag. A page from the Reader. Another ledger paper. This has the actual handwriting. I love this ledger. This is a file folder that I cut in half and I used for a backing and a tag. This is a boy that's talking to a parrot. It's lesson 3. Some old dictionary. Some old ledger. This has the teacher's graded certificate in here. It has evidence that the teacher has good moral character and is recommended and authorized to teach in the free common schools of this country. There's a little tag. Here's a little lace drape. Here's a tag in here with some music paper and a little collage with a key. Another Reader page. This is a from Amity Bloom. She calls these pocket page envelopes, and I made one of these. You can put things in this envelope, and it's lined. There's frog, a label, and that just clips there. Some old ledger. Here is a genuine period absence paper from the Cincinnati Public Schools. And this is from the Graphics Fairy. Some more of this marbleized ribbon. A couple more tags. A collage of old papers. And this is wrapping paper from the Monahan Papers. Tag here. There's one of those Rolodex cards with another little tag in there. And that's from the book. There's a library card there. Some old ledger. This is coffee dyed vellum. Some more old ledger. This is a long skinny tag. Some more of my vintage wallpaper. This is the vintage ledger. Here's a postcard. Here's a flip. And there's a poem here about the little schoolgirl. This is Stedman's Graded Lessons in Writing. And it's copyright 1907, but this is a reprint. That's new. Here's First Reader, Part 1. It is a dog, and this is from the Graphics Fairy. This is from the old book, my old ledger. This is a bag, and I just slid in this photograph. It's got pockets here, so it will hold quite a bit of stuff. And some more of that marbleized ribbon. Here's just a page from the Graphics Fairy book. A little antique lace here. Some more of that marbleized ribbon. The different colors. From the Graphics Fairy. These all have places to write on the back. Some old dyed ledger. Copy dyed paper. A page from the reader. This is a Raggedy. This is the spine from this book, New Franklin, and on the other side is Third Reader. And it was hanging on by a thread, but I wanted to stick it on here anyway. This is from the geography book that was falling apart. And this is the actual, an actual back cover from a book. And this is lesson 1 from the geography book and some old paper. Here is a sampler page of the different doilies and ribbons that I used. I thought that was nice. This is a lesson out of a typewriting book. Some more old wallpaper. A tag made from the geography book. A little boy reading. There's some more lace. A couple more tags. It's a lace pocket. Some old ledger. Another lace pocket with some more tags. And the marbled ribbon across the top. Coffee dyed paper. Old ledger. Old page from the reader. A collage. Here's the other page or the other half of the page from the typewriting book. There's a corner tuck. There's a photograph of a child from the book. And here's a lesson from Graphics Fairy about a girl and her cat. Old. And here's an envelope. You can put whatever in it. And there's a Tim Holtz schoolgirl. Some more ribbon. Some more goodies in here. There's a library card. A couple nice cursive writing. A card to write on. And here's the Scholar's Monthly Report. I made a booklet. There's dictionary paper, and then I added these pages. This is percentage of reading, spelling, writing, and so forth. Has the name of the parent. And this was monthly, so it was sent home every month. And this is the certificate of promotion when they transferred to the next grade. And this is to parents or guardians. This is a report of the school year. And the compulsory attendance law. And that's this book. The other book is also a third reader, but it's a third reader for German. It's 5 by 7.5 by 1.5 inches. It also has 3 signatures. It has 78 pages with 156 sides. It also has the brass corners. And it was also in fragile shape, so you don't want to put this one in your purse either. This is more of the marble ribbon from Monahan Papers. It has the cloth spine. And it says Eclectic Series Third Reader, but then it has German here. It says New York, Cincinnati, Chicago, American Boot Company. And that's the back, has a sailboat. This book was all in German, but it had in the back English translations. So I thought this was pretty interesting. Here's a little girl sitting on the hill. And it has the flip. This is the inside flyleaf for the book. There's a couple of writing spaces here. And I've kind of done the same thing. There's a couple of tags. Here's a table of contents from the original book. Old ledger, coffee dye paper, styles of handwriting there. Here's a tag made from a page in the book. It's German. I also had used my old wallpaper in this book as well. Here's a belly band. It has a Rolodex card here. Some school clothing for children. And that is a vellum page, old dictionary. Here's a picture of the teacher, I'm thinking. Here's some of my old ledger, coffee dyed paper. Here's a library card, old ledger. Here's a book page. This is actually in English. Here's a little boy with his slate. This is German down here. And there's a little tag. This is Stedman's Graded Lessons in Writing for this book. Some more of my wallpaper. This is in German. And here's a collaged card. Tag, I mean. Here's a little collage with some old music paper and some old ledger. Old ledger. This is in German. There's a couple of tags and Mrs. Cog's image of a little girl reading. Some old dictionary. A tuck spot. Here's some new words. This is in English. vellum. This is little kids climbing the trees and gathering apples. That's from the book. This is from the geography book. It's a little collage. There's a flip. There's a tag here. This is the Amity Bloom pocket page for this book. And you can put things in here. There's a squirrel on the back. Some vellum. A tag. Some of that paper from Monahan Papers. Some old ledger. This is a man giving a little boy some money. A doily and a card and a tag. And this ribbon is blue and gold. Old ledger, old ledger. There's a tuck, the schoolgirl's outfit. It's an alphabet in English. There's some diamond ink, writing fluid. There's a long skinny tag. Some piano paper in the back. There's a belly band with an envelope. This is a map. Some old ledger. There's a lions, tigers, and cats. Here's the Raggedy for this book. This is the geography book that fell apart that I've used for some of the pictures. And there's a collage on here. And on the back, there's a girl on the stairway. That's in German. And it's just a collage. Here's a page from the typewriting book. This is how to fold a letter. Here's the bag for this one, and there's a picture that slips in there. You can take that out, put more stuff in. Old dictionary, ledger, coffee dyed paper. Some more of the vintage wallpaper, the vintage music paper, a tag, old ledger. There's definitely more old stuff than new stuff in these two books. Here's the middle. It's got some images taken out of the geography book. There's a tag in German. There's another tag. There's a library card and another tag, and it has the ribbon across the bottom, the dyed ribbon. Here's some old wallpaper, a little, I guess that's crocheted thing. This is the period absence for this book. And a little collage tag. Ledger. There's a little tuck spot here. Some more old wallpaper, a couple more tags. Never too many tags, right? There's a page from the German book. And here's the back. This has an ad for Ray's mathematical course. When you open it up, there's the envelope. Here's the Scholar's Monthly Report for this book. And it's pretty much the same as the other one. It's got some extra paper in it. thank you for looking at my books. I hope you enjoyed this video. These are for sale on my Etsy store. And hope to see you soon. Bye.